Good story.
The True Stories from Kentucky Backwoods. This is actually the first print that I started to use True Stories from Kentucky in, and it's not so big. It's only about 4 foot by 2 foot. But this is actually a linoleum cut, which is I've got it mislabeled on my website. It's a linoleum cut. The process is all the same. It's just instead of carving on a piece of plywood, I'm carving on like old kitchen floor linoleum.
Uh-huh.
The stories that I've got on here are the two main figures is a guy holding a shotgun and another guy with a PBR can on his head. And I teach at the University of Kentucky, and we've got like half of the campus is the UK hospital. And there's not really many hospitals in Eastern Kentucky, so if something serious happens, they get airlifted in here. So in the summertime, you hear helicopters all day long. And everybody always says that it's because people that are deer hunting got bored and started shooting beer cans off each other's heads. And I thought they were joking, except I do know that it happened one time. And so this is two guys out hunting, and they got bored because they're not finding any deer, so they just decided to start shooting beer cans off each other's heads. And he just got blasted in the face. Which isn't really funny, but I mean, it's just so stupid. Why would anybody do that?
You assume they're empty beer cans, and why are they empty?
Right. Yeah, I mean, if you're drunk, then the one thing you don't want to do is try to shoot beer cans off your buddy's head.
Or at least you go first.
All right. There's the guy with the black leather jacket with the truck on the roof. This is this was probably about 10 years ago. I remember this before I think I was a sophomore in undergrad, and this was a story of a guy that him and his buddies were just drinking out in the backyard, and they got pretty drunk and decided it would be a good idea to build a ramp up to the roof of their house, and so he could take his truck up there and drive around. So that's what they did, and he drove his truck up to the roof. But you know, roofs aren't made to withstand the weight of the truck. So the first thing he started to do was collapse the roof in. And they had to get a crane come and lift the truck off the top of the house. And this was actually the front page of the paper the next day. It was this guy cracking up, holding a Budweiser can with his truck, about to collapse his entire house. And he just thought it was the funniest thing ever.
It is.
Kentucky is not really like these woodcuts. I'm just picking out the best stories that I hear.
Uh-huh.
You know, they would be interesting if it wasn't like the cream of the crop stories. So don't expect to drive through Kentucky and see things like this on the side of the road every turn.